Yeah, came in 17. Damn.
I'm here today at the Bilis Kilos Headquarters Media Center, and I'm Filoteo Santos, your guest host for the Vlogcaster Armadine channel today. No? And here with us are volunteers of the Bilis Kilos Youth Movement. Guys, can you please introduce yourselves?
Magandang araw po, sir. My name is Martin Pupos.
And I am Carlo Marquez.
So, ayun, we mentioned that you guys are from the Bilis Kilos Youth Movement. So, can you please explain to us and our viewers, no, what is Bilis Kilos Youth Movement? Can you share with us the importance of your movement in helping Mayor Isko, or siguro, let's say na President Isko, with his campaign?
Sir, nabuo kasi yung Bilis Kilos Youth Movement from the goal na makapag-generate tayo ng content online. As we all know, we're in the pandemic right now, and it's very hard if yung youth ay lumabas to do field works. So the main priority of this Bilis Kilos Youth Movement is to create social media content para mapahayag pa natin sa mga youth kung sino nga ba si Yorme. But not just Yorme, as well as Doc Willie Ong and the senatorial candidates. And we also have here Carlo Marquez to explain the functions of the media team of the group.
So for our Bilis Kilos Youth Movement organization, we have two main areas in which we operate. One is the field work, and the field work includes events. We had a youth convention in Manila last December, and we also had a house-to-house last month. And on the other hand, we have the social media effort. So of course, we all know the relevance of social media nowadays, especially amongst the youth. And we want to try to leverage that and try to use that to spread all the messages of all the Bilis Kilos candidates, because we believe in them, and in ways that are for the youth. It's for the youth, by the youth. So that includes like short form videos like those you would see on TikTok, and also as well as memes.
So ayun, you've mentioned social media, no? Which is talagang as part of the youth, tayo, talagang we're siguro integrated na yun sa system natin. So let's talk about Twitter. Some say that Twitter is actually a territory of VP Leni Robredo. On Twitter, we can see how other presidential candidates are bashed. So, what can you advise to our fellow youth that are afraid to share their support for their candidate with the fear of being judged or bashed?
Well, I think the first thing is to, number one, surround yourself with people who also believe in the same cause that you do, as with any other group. For me, most of my friends in my circle didn't necessarily know much about Isko yet. But when I found this group, the Bilis Kilos Youth Movement, I was able to develop more how much I knew about our Yorme, and also converse with them and talk with them about all the things that I believe in and all the things that I would tell other people. So I think the number one most important thing is find other people, because for sure there are people who view the same things the way you do. And I think it's important to find them and connect with them. And in that way, you'll be more comfortable in expressing your opinions about politics.
In connection sa sinabi ni Carlo, for me personally, I feel confident that regardless kung ano yung nakikita natin sa Twitter and other social media account, I think we must know that most of the users online are part of the classes A and B. But Yorme's target is really the classes C, D, and E, if there's such thing as E. So I'm still confident because may volunteers tayo dito sa Bilis Kilos Youth Movement who are part of those classes. And when they share their stories and experience, mas mabigat pa yung epekto kaysa nang nakikita natin sa Twitter.
And also to add, when you talk about fear of being bashed or attacked, I was able to alleviate that feeling because of how much I researched and how much I saw how Yorme's projects in Manila actually affected the citizens of Manila, and especially the youth. Having seen it, firsthand, like I won't be worried anymore about being bashed because I know that whatever I post or whatever I show support online, it's founded, it's grounded.
So yun. I'd like to focus on what you said kanina, no, Carlo. You said you had friends talaga na were what, undecided. Oo. So, siguro, have you encouraged them naman to vote for Mayor Isko or?
I think it's really nice to say the word encourage, because nowadays there's a lot of fighting going along with political opinions. Like, if you don't believe what I believe, then you're wrong or bobo ka. Sorry for the word. Pero, and I like the use of the word encourage because I think it's good to have debates that are focused on what they did and not just pure emotions or attacking. And if you're asking about if I encourage, yes, I've had times where I'd go hang out with my friends and then we'd end up talking about politics. And of course, not all of us have the same political views. And there are times where I would, sort of convince them in a way. Not necessarily to switch sides or, but at least to look, give a chance to research on what our candidates have done and to really see the good in them. So in that way, I think it's a sort of form of encouragement that will at least open their minds more.
Actually, yung gusto kong i-add doon, when it comes to encouragement sa friends namin, laking pasalamat ko sa presidente natin na si Isko Moreno because he gave us this advice na huwag makipag-away sa mga taong against sa kanya. And for me, kung ano man yung values ng presidente mo or ng candidate mo, it will be shown to your supporters. And I'm very proud, hindi lang sa Bilis Kilos Youth Movement, pati na rin sa ibang youth groups, hindi tayo nakikipag-away. And we respect the opinions of others. Swertehin tayo if they switch to Isko. Pero what matters is we respect their opinion. And proud na proud ako sa mga Bilis Kilos supporters and to other supporters of Yorme. Vinavalue natin yung opinion ng iba. And if magkaiba naman tayo ng opinion, respetuhin na lang natin. Yan na ang value na napakita ni Yorme sa lahat ng supporters niya.